popular. We gonna be popular. Hello, Bob.
Are you trying to do a Kristen Chenoweth?
No, I was actually going for Ariana Grande.
Oh, interesting. Ariana Grande actually has a really good Kristen Chenoweth impersonation. I wonder if she's gonna do that for the film. Like,
no, I don't think she's going to impersonate someone for your starring role. No, I don't think she's going to do that.
I think she should. It's not her first role. It's not her first film.
Not her first film, but it's the first Wicked and as a movie. I think she's going to make it her own.
I think she should do some iteration of maybe lean into it a little bit. Also, so years ago, there was a musical around the corner from Barracuda at the UCB called Identical Fucking Twins, written by Josh Sharp and Aaron Jackson. And I went to go see it. It was actually really, really funny. And they used to joke that their official chat back was at Barracuda during my show, but it was like this, they would just take the cast there or the audience there after the show.
There was an Upright Citizens Brigade by Barracuda?
Yeah, well, there's one in Chelsea. It's not around the corner, but it's in Chelsea. So it's like a short walk.
Got it.
Ooh, my phone is loud. And
can you
anyway,
put your phone on silent?
Now, you know what? You're right. My phone is on silent now. And now they got option for a movie, and it is Megan Thee Stallion's first feature film.
Oh my God!
It is so wild to me. This is their first feature film, I believe, and also Megan Thee Stallion's first feature film is a musical. It is very, very funny, or at least it was years ago. And Nathan Lane's going to be in it too.
Wow, I'm so excited to see. Honestly, I am so happy for Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, this bitch don't know me. She had nothing to whatever, but I'm just so happy for her success. For some reason, I don't know what it is about Megan Thee Stallion, but I'm happy to see like all of her things. I just think she's just so great, and I love how I just love her being in her essence. Like for some reason, I just really like Megan Thee Stallion, and to see her getting all her flowers and being so successful.
You start crying again. Music. This might be the crying episode.
And I just really like everything going for Megan. No, but she's just so great.
I'm being serious. I'm crying.
Yeah, that's the episode that you weren't happy until I started crying. Honestly, that Sibling episode told all of y'all watching, that tells you everything you need to know about this podcast. Bob answered the call.
You
what?
Also keep
Monet,
trying to insinuate that you were crying from tears. You're trying to insinuate that you were like crying from tears when you weren't. You were crying because you were happy. So I was smiling because you were happy. Every time you retell the story, it keeps going on, and you're like, and you know what? And, until I broke down crying, you weren't happy.
No, because
that's you changing. No, that is you changing the narrative of what's going on. In actuality, what's happened is when you cry, you go, it's just so many great things going on. I'm just so happy. But you're trying to make it sound like I was laughing because you were in a bad mood. That's you gaslighting our listeners and trying to change the narrative.
No, at first you didn't know why I was crying. You just told me crying, and you literally, y'all go back and listen to the one about. Hold on, let me finish. The one about crying before I said why. You were like, Monet, why you crying? Why are you so upset? I want to know what happened to my baby. You're like my little baby because you didn't know I was crying yet. So, bitch, you're flipping the narrative, making your own shit up, and gaslighting the fuck out of me because you think I'm gaslighting you. So it's just a circle of glass situation that's happening here.
It's not. See what's so funny here is this is what Monet does. I want y'all to listen very closely because you can go back and find out. You can see Monet in prime Monet. What Monet does is she changes one tiny little thing and pretends. So Monet just pretended like I said, why are you so upset? And Monet knows I never said that. Monet knows I never said, why are you so upset?
Oh my God.
And I didn't interrupt you. So what Monet does is she retells the story, but changes one little thing where if you don't go back and check the details, you'll be like, wow, Bob really did say, why are you so upset? I will actually give you time right now to find. I will give you all the time in the world. We can pause.
I don't have to. Our editor, Jay DeFeo, will put it in here. And so Jay, please right now in this moment, insert the audio of that whole situation and put it in this track.
Of me saying, why are you so upset?
Yes.
Definitely zoom in on the part. I want you to repeat the part of me saying, why are you upset? But then also I want you to repeat the part when it just goes, I'm just so happy because so many great things are happening in my life.
I did not say I wasn't happy. I was saying before I told you why I was crying, you were literally like, what's wrong? What's wrong with my little baby? I don't know what you, okay. Just see, for whatever. Hold on.
Now you did. Now you just redacted the little part going. Okay, well, maybe you didn't say why you're so upset.
Hold on.
Gaslighting bitch.
Hold on. Bitch, don't be calling my name, nigga. You were like, what's wrong with my little baby? I wonder what's wrong. What's wrong? Before I said I was crying because I was happy, you were laughing, not knowing. Bitch, fucking Colleen could have got run over. You don't know why I was crying yet. But you got happy. That's my point.
You are so full of shit. Because in
you know what I am. I have not
had
a bowel movement today. So you know what? You're right. I am full of shit. From the time Bob the drag queen has sloshed his ass up here, he has not cracked a smile. He has not said a hello. He looks like he is bothered to fucking be here today. And I want to set the record straight that I have come with an open spirit. I have missed Bob. I have not seen you for a couple days, even though it was maybe 5 days ago. I still miss you very much. And you sent a text message to me the other day, and literally just reading it, I literally almost cried. But you have come here giving me, I don't know what this energy is, but I need you to fix it, Jesus. I was literally on the verge of tears when you sent it. I don't know why. I'm also having a very emotional past couple of days, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, I don't know if you're feeling. I feel like I'm getting welling up with tears. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even being funny. I've had such an emotional couple of days, and I'm trying not to. I don't want to cry on camera. I don't know. Just a lot of great things are happening, and I'm not even being funny. I really want to start crying. I'm not trying to.
What's happening in your life?
Just lots of beautiful things, and I'm just so happy, and I miss you. Oh my God, I'm fucking crying on camera. This is ridiculous. Come on.
What is going on? My sweet little baby. Oh my God.
I'm really crying on camera, and I don't want to cry. I hate when people cry on camera. It's so stupid. When people do Instagram lives and they start crying, what the fuck are you crying? Oh my God. Oh my God, this is insane. This is insane. Oh my God. Oh my God. What is happening? I don't even know what's happening. I'm just so happy.
Oh, my sweet baby. Well, I'm glad that you're so happy. I love you.
So great things.
I love you very, very much. And I'm really happy to be your friend.
Oh my God, what is happening?
Yeah. Can you just acknowledge that you are the gaslighting queen of the show, and we can move on to our next topic?
Boy, that is all you. You are the gaslighting queen of America. You do it on this podcast. You did it on Drag Race Season 8. Before it was a little buzzword. You was gaslighting back then. Gaslighting Derek Barry into a fight. That was you.
Interesting.
Those are your decisions.
So I will say, before we move on from the topic, I just want to ask, are you going to redact now and change it from when I said, why are you so upset? Are you changing that part? Or are you just going back to me saying, what's wrong? What redaction do you want to make? Because I never said that. So what do you want to, I'm going to give you one last chance to alter it before Jay plays the clip. One last chance to change history.
What you said was, oh my God, Monét, what's wrong? What's wrong with my little baby? And my point is that then, if y'all watch the video, that's when Bob started laughing and kikiing and kakaing, because watch the whole video, he was in a schmood. He was in a mood. And when I started crying, we're like, Monét, what's wrong? What's wrong with my little baby? What happened? And that's when you got happy. That's what I'm saying.
You know what? Very interesting. I will let you take away your little redaction of me saying, why are you so upset? Because that's literally bullshit. But we'll see. The clip was over. I would say, typically speaking, when we play back clips, you don't shine bright like a diamond. Not true. Like your homegirl Rihanna says.
Oh my God.
And then that's also another Monét thing. Monét just being like, no, that is someone to be like, nah.
So what? So I just want to listen to you because you said it. Just because Bob said it, I gotta agree. It's correct. No, that's not wrong. That's not correct.
It's listening to It's listening to our past. It's listening to the truth. When there's some situation where we play back the clips and I was proven wrong.
Prime
When
example
situations?
with the
Just
couch. When you literally go in the podcast, you like, Monet, I literally just said ka. And everyone was like, Bob, you did not say that. Literally the couch one. That's the one, the most recent one I can remember.
Also didn't happen. I love that you're doing this because this is so wonderful for me.
That did happen.
They played it back. Everyone agreed. No, because when you played it back, everyone in the comments agreed that I mumbled.
Exactly.
No one agreed that I didn't say it.
No, okay. So, bitch.
But you said I didn't say. You didn't say I mumbled. You said I didn't say it.
So when you mumble, we just know what the fuck you saying. So now, so you can say, no, bitch. We don't know what you're saying. That means that you didn't. When you mumble, that means that you didn't say it. You may have mumbled something that only you understand, but you can say in the court of law. In the court of law, a mumble is not proved to be like I said this. No, bitch, you mumble, so we don't know what you said. And as a queen who mumbles often,
now you're a barrister. Now you're a
barista.
Exchange Esquire. A barrister. It is it's like a UK rendition of like a lawyer, basically. A barrister. Since you're from London. You supposed to know what a barrister is.
No, I never said. I said I'm British. I said I'm British. I never said I'm from London, honey. I said I'm British, baby. I never said I'm from London. So get that right.
Every British person knows what a barrister is. Since the Queen's on your money.
If you British and you know what a barrister is, comment below. Anyway,
every British person knows what a barrister is, Monet. All of them. Even my country ass from Columbus, Georgia knows what a barrister is.
Do you know what British people don't know, though? And I have done the groundwork. When I did my Call Me By Monét tour, I would ask every show, I would be like, can y'all tell me, like, for example, like if you're from Wales, you're Welsh. If you're from Scotland, you're Scottish. And then I was like, so where is English? And they were like, well, some people say it's everywhere. Some people say it's only London and there. Some people say, and so they don't know that. And also, I was like, well, if that's English, what's British? And like, well, if you're from the British Isles, I'm like, well, what are the British Isles? And they're like, London, Wales, Scotland, Northern. No, the original British Isles are British. So, but people from Northern Ireland don't consider them. Girl, I was so confused. But they were confused too. And then this one girl.
I think you're still confused.
I know. One girl at the show, she was like, honestly, I don't know. She was like, the truth is, British people, we don't know. We just use the terms. We mix and match. And sometimes British is everything. Sometimes British is not. I was like, work.
From what I understand, the term English isn't really used very often unless they're referring to the language. But there are people who will call themselves English.
Right.
But more likely people will call themselves British. And typically speaking, from my experience in the UK, the people who don't call themselves British are Irish people and Scottish people, and sometimes Welsh people.
You mean people from Northern Ireland?
Because it's all of Ireland. They will not call themselves like people from Scotland.
Well, Ireland is not English.
British,
it's
they call
Irish.
themselves Scottish. There are two parts of Ireland, and one part of Ireland is in.
They're Irish.
Is in
Northern Ireland is part of Great Britain, but what's not the rest of Ireland is just Irish. It's Ireland.
What I was saying is none of the Irish people call themselves would call themselves British, and
that's not true. Northern Irelanders call themselves British for sure.
I think what's happening is it's like Scotland. Scotland is part of Great Britain, and a lot of Northern Irish people will still call themselves Irish, but they will say British. Like at the end of the day, they're like, we're not British. We are British. We're not British, but real tea is we're Irish, we're Scottish, we're Welsh. But at the end of the day, once it comes to Brexit, they'll be like, oh, bitch, we're British.
Oh, yeah,
we're mad
sure.
British, honey.
For sure.
British as hell. British as hell. British is a motherfucker. Until it comes time to snap off and float away.
Not snap off and float away. You're going to ask me why I was in drag today? Do you even care why I was in drag, or you just don't care?
I just assumed that you were just in drag because you just wanted to maybe you had some internet content or you just wanted to look nice.
What do you want to ask?
I guess what I'll ask is, why are you in drag with a hoodie on? That's my question.
I was filming this thing I can't talk about, but I have to get in drag for it.
With a hoodie? You were filming a thing where you have to wear a hoodie for?
Yeah. Hey, Dad.
Oh. Is it like Monet?
What is your little sneaky little boyfriend laughing at? What is Jacob laughing at?
Monet, you are on one today. Let me tell you right here, Monet, you are really Drag name on a one. You are on a one today, honey. I don't know what happened to you. I know Patty just moved here. I don't know if your house guest is pissing you off.
Oh no! Oh my God, my little Patty.
What's going on?
Patty doesn't want to say that he's moved here. Patty wants to say that he is that he's figured it out. Patty does not want to say that he has moved.
Nigga, this is not a fucking test trial. This is not a test trial, nigga. This you act like this is you get a 90-day free trial. Nigga, you moved here.
Listen.
Where you sleeping for the next couple of months? Nigga, you live here.
Patty said he has not moved to LA. Patty said he is just figuring it out. Look at Patty walking.
Bitch, it's gonna be 2030, and Patty, it's gonna be 2030. Patty's still gonna be like, nah, I'm still just like feeling the vibe. Like, nigga, you've been here for 8 years. I'm just like figuring it out. I haven't like made the decision yet.
What is the logo on this jacket you have? It looks like the Buffy logo, the Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I'll give you one guess, and then I'll show you. This is just for the people who are. This is actually for everyone on Facebook, on YouTube. If you're listening on YouTube, you can see this. I'll give you one guess what that is.
It looks like a PC.
It's for personal computers.
Publishers Clearinghouse.
It is Peaches Christ. I'm wearing a Peaches Christ. This is actually one of those. This is actually one of the shirts that Peaches Christ got out of the vault for me. Look at the back.
Peaches Christ, if y'all don't know, is Bob's drag mom.
Well, I kind of have like 3 drag moms, really, but yeah, Peaches Christ is one of them. And she actually got this shirt. She like fished this shirt out of her archives to give it to me. And I'm really very grateful for this little jacket. It's a jacket. It's like a little windbreaker. My drag moms are basically Peaches Christ, kind of Bibi Zahara Benet, and then the other one are like 3 queens who I just kind of watched
Del Rio.
And like against their will, which is Bianca, Sherry, and Peppermint. But the only 2 that I have any sort of official relationship with are Bibi and Peaches, like official, motherhood relationship with Peaches and Bibi. But Peppermint is definitely like my big sister for sure.
Oh, Peppermint is very big sister auntie vibes. Peppermint is so funny. Oh my God! Which, by the way, did you see her correspondent on ABC? I said, yes, she was on ABC News, and I said, Peppermint better get. She was. It was very obviously. Peppermint is so eloquent. And it's so lovely to see her get her flowers and speaking on things that are really important. She was speaking on the Don't Say Gay bill in Florida, and it was her and the president of GLAAD on ABC News talking about it. I just love Pep.
Yeah, she's on the board for GLAAD.
The board.
Who's your drag mom, Monet?
My drag mother is Honey Davenport.
Change of tone. So I'm so glad to see you.
What?
Like saying it so easily these days. That's so interesting. I'm so proud of you.
You are such a.
There was just a period of time where it wasn't so easy to get it out of you. There was a period of time.
Can you tell me what this period of time was? Do you want to show me some proof of it?
Listen to the tapes. It was when your mother was on RuPaul's Drag Race.
I never not said she was my drag mother, Bob. I'm not here for this narrative.
Okay, you know what? All I'll say is you all can you can play that beautiful bean footage and you will see Monet pussyfooting around, and then one day her mama called that ass and said, "Nigga, say my name."
Oh my God.
And all of a sudden Monet started cleaning up her act. Monet said, "Honey Davenport.
You're such a messy person.
Did you ever want to? I heard that somewhere you publicly acknowledged recently that I'm kind of your drag mom. I can't believe you. I heard that somewhere on the record recently, someone was like, "I'm so glad that Monet finally said that Bob's her drag mom."
We're gonna take a break, and I will think of where that could be because I've never heard that. I'm gonna take a break and maybe reassess.
Well, we're back, everyone. We're already back, and we're back. To the break. You're not. So do you want to acknowledge that interview?
First of all, okay. I did not acknowledge. I mean, I said you're my drag mom, but it was more for a joke and not necessarily factual, if that makes sense.
Oh, you think me being your drag mom is funny? You think me being someone's drag mom is funny?
Because you're not my drag mom.
Interesting. Interesting. I'm very interesting these days. Me and that comment are very interesting, honey.
You are so.
Do you not want me to be your drag queen because I'm not popular enough? Is that what it is?
I need to remember that I need to take a Xanax.
If you don't acknowledge that smooth segue, I'm done with you.
Oh my God! I didn't even realize.
Oh, also, before we go in, oh my God. Anyway, before we go into our topic, which is popularity, can I just say right now that Monét?
What?
I found out that it's not just me, so I feel less. It feels less personal nowadays, but. Monét is having a birthday celebration where her and her friends are going to not the drugs.
Oh my God.
I didn't say the drugs. Monét and her friends are going to the beach and having fun in a way that Monét thinks I won't enjoy.
Okay, Bob, you don't like the beach. Okay.
But I did find out.
Go ahead.
But I did find out recently that Monét has also extended this half-ass this halfway invitation to several other sober people. I found out through the grapevine that Monét's boyfriend got the same invitation I got, and so did a close friend of ours. But let me give y'all the invitation. This was wild. This is how Monét invites me to her things. Well, I'm having a party, but you probably won't want to go. Like you don't want to. You don't even want to be there. But I'm technically inviting you, but you don't want to go. Like you don't want to do this, but like you are being invited. But like you're gonna hate it. You'll hate it. That was the invitation I got. So I decided Monday that I'm going to have a birthday party on the 22nd of June, and everyone coming has to be 90 days clean and sober. Everyone.
Okay. I am going to.
Everyone at the event has to be 90 days.
Okay, let me say this. I want y'all. I don't know what.
Are you willing to commit?
I don't know what episode it was. I want y'all to remember to rewind. It's when we were discussing Patty coming over to play video games, and then Bob and I got on this, as we do, this whole snowball of an argument. And Bob was like, "Oh, you invited me to your house."
Well, Patty's there. We can ask Patty.
We invited me to your house when everybody was drinking, and Bob made a whole stick about me and bringing him to my house when people were drinking. I was like, "Why would you want to come to a birthday party where people are going to be drinking? I might take a mushroom or something. Like, why would you want to come to that?" And so, but just for argument,
you better twist.
But for argument's sake, I was
past.
like, you can come to my birthday party. I'm probably going to be wasted. I'm probably going to be on a little magical mushroom.
That's not true.
I did, but I have, Bob, I've been very. Yes, I have said that to you.
No, that's not what happened. What happened was we had a discussion about Patty coming over, and everyone's playing video games. And Patty, there was nothing about me. Me saying you invited me over, and everyone was wasted. You said you invited me over and everyone was wasted. That literally never. When have you ever invited me over to your house? Everyone was wasted. I go, everyone was drunk and wasted.
Well, we had this was in this conversation about the Patty thing. Yet later on, we talked. I don't know how we got to that point, but I was saying it was just like, and then you brought up you coming to my house and you was like everybody was drinking. I was like, Bob, everybody wasn't drinking. I was like maybe it was me and Pixie, but you said everybody was drinking. That was you, and I don't remember what episode it was, or because I do not remember. Yes, it did. Oh my God, Jacob, do you know the episode?
Come through, Mom. Give us nothing. Give us.
You better
nothing.
don't you dare juju be me on this podcast. Don't you fucking dare it.
I cannot believe you said that. And also, if I said everyone was drinking, I think that maybe I'll take a little. Maybe you could take some advice that you gave me one time. That's not how I meant it. All I said was, well, everyone was drinking, which is probably true. Everyone probably was drinking. I didn't go and everyone was drinking and drunk. I've worked with Pixie for probably. Me and Pixie have been friends for, years and years. I have never in my life seen Pixie drunk. I've seen Pixie maybe a little tip. I have never seen Pixie drunk a day in my life. You.
Well, what was it, Pixie? Oh, when Pixie and I went to Tulum and we went to Cancun afterwards, I had these like crazy edibles, bitch. I think like one edible like this big had like maybe like 30 milligrams in it, and I gave her the edible, and Pixie was so fucking high. She's like, Monét, I have never, and I was like, girl, I brought you over to Mesopotamia, and then she was like gagged.
Oh my God,
yeah, she was gagged. She was a mess.
But I did not go. Everyone's drunk. I think the one time I hung out with you, and not everyone's drunk, but you and Plastique were drinking. And actually, interesting enough, the more Plastique drinks, the better she gets at Smash. It was crazy.
Oh my God, Plastique, that's so accurate.
Had a couple of cocktails. I was like, because like everyone was whooping Plastique's ass. We were beating Plastique. She was horrible, not good. Plastique got her pretty ass up, took 2 sips of a cocktail, sat back down, and the next thing you know, she wins a round. Plastique does a couple of shots, and beats everybody. And me and Kim, because me and Kim don't drink, me and Kim were like, what the fuck is, me and Kim were just like, is this bitch serious? And she was like, girl.
Yeah.
I was like, honestly, you better work.
If Platique has a little alcohol, she gets very good at Smash. It is very interesting. It is insane behavior that she just gets good at Smash. I mean, she's good, but she gets like really good.
She probably drive better when she drives. I'm just kidding. That's not true. That's not
Bob,
true.
it's not funny.
Not true.
And Plastique does not drink and drive.
Tesla. The car drives itself. She drives a fucking. She drives a Tesla. The car drives itself. Who knows?
Plastique just to be very clear, Plastique does not drink and drive. I've never known Plastique to ever drink and drive. So I want to be very clear about that.
You don't know what Plastique does in her
life.
I
have never seen it.
Have you? I know you to drink and drive. You used to drive. You know, 2 people used to drink and drive. You and Thorgy used to get. Yeah.
I would not, Bob. You are so full of shit.
Thorgy used to get hammered and then be like,
that's Thorgy, Bob. You have never, back in the day, you would never see me get hammered and drive home. You know that I was not hammered. Now, I will admit, it was irresponsible for me to even have 1 cocktail and drive. But you have, Bob, first of all, I know if you saw me hammered, you would not be like, Monét, like, have a good night. You know that I would never get hammered. Would I have a cocktail? No, even now, you don't ever see me get, when do you see me drunk? I don't get drunk.
Ooh, you sound this. Have you ever heard the expression "a hit dog a holler"? You ever heard that expression before? Hit dog a holler. So I will say this last story. Monét used to get twisted off the margaritas at the Monster, and then one day Monét was at the Monster, twisted off these frozen margaritas, and Monét was like wild, and then I said, Monét. I said, Monét, give me your keys. Bitch, give me your fucking keys. And Monét was like, no. And I was like, Monét, you are not. Monét was like, I can drive. It was like a scene from a movie. I'm
that
good
is not true.
to
You're
drive.
so hyperbolic.
Now, granted, what did you say then when I asked you for? You don't remember me asking for your keys?
Bob, there was time you asked, but it was also, y'all know, Bob is so extra. So I would admit, maybe I had 1 or 2 margaritas. Bob is acting like I was like, that was not the case. Bob would act like I was fucking.
Who do you think has a better memory of the night? The one who had no drink?
Me. I was.
Who do you think had a better memory of the night?
And I was not drunk, falling over, tripping over shit. You acting like I was fucking throwing up, walking to my car. You are.
Anyway, were you popular in high school? Were you?
I was not like a popular kid.
Were you popular at the liquor store?
Were you popular, AA bitch? With your drunk ass, with your alcoholic ass.
I actually was popular. Hey, I was actually Miss Sobriety at one time. Literally Miss Sobriety.
Wow, now how you
back in the day.
Turned your back on the community. Anyway, I was not like, a lot of people liked me. Like, I've always been like a very likable person, but I was also like, my school just was not a traditional school. So it wasn't like, because I went to PPAS, Professional Performing Arts School. So you really only hung out with like your majors a lot, because after like, after like lunchtime, after noon, they would bus all of us to like these different places. Like we would take, our school's on 48th Street in Manhattan, and we would take a bus up to Harlem to 135th Street, and we would just be in the vocal department. And we'll do our rest of the school, like every day that was. So.
Well, your school was in different places?
So our main school was on 48th Street, but like all the vocal kids went to Songs of Solomon uptown and on 135th. All the dancers went to Alvin Ailey over on 50 whatever street. All of the ballet dancers went to ABT at Lincoln Center, but the drama kids stayed in the building. Their drama program was inside. We all like went to the different places.
And was this like for different classes, or did you spend your entire day uptown?
Yeah, we spent our entire day from noon until school was over 3:30. We'd spend our entire day uptown every day, Monday through Friday.
What do you mean noon? You went to the main building, and then by noon you transferred to uptown? Yeah, they would have
school buses outside, and we'll take the buses. The bus would take us all uptown to vocal.
But I will never get New York City. And New York City will never. I mean, New York City, like public schools, will never make sense to me. That is wild.
Did you check it out?
that I mean, it's just so different from my school experience. You know, we had multiple buildings. They were all on the same property. Like you went from the vocational building to the main building to the trailer park for classes. But we did not. There was no like every day a bus uptown. I mean, how long did that take?
I mean, every day it would probably take us like maybe like a 15, 20 minutes every day because our school's right on 48th and 9th. So you just get on the West Side Highway. The West Side Highway would take us all the way up to where we needed us to go. It was this every day we'd do it.
I'm just gagged that your school day included 20 minutes of transit every day. That is just, and that is just wild to me. I remember being a New Yorker, living in New York City, and dreading being on the train between like 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock. It was the worst time. I mean, full grown adults, big ass grown adults were afraid to be on the train because these kids, these middle schoolers and high schools will flood the train system.
Bangy as fuck.
And they're vapid. They're you know the energy of a child being released from school and then you just dump it onto the MTA.
Yeah,
that shit was I was like I would walk
and you like
before I get on the train at 3 o'clock.
And they all like huddle on the thing and they're like kind of sitting down and what is worse when kids from school have their book bags on and they sit next to you on the thing so their big ass book bag is all bumping against you and they're like all playing like Jason move stop and they're like pushing and pulling each other and pushing it. Yeah, New York City kids are very rambunctious and cantankerous, honey, on the train. It's very annoying.
I've told the story before, but I'll never forget the time I saw this girl who looked like she literally looked like Dora the Explorer. She had on a backpack, these little shorts, she had a bob, and she looked so cute. And then her friend was getting off the train, and as her friend got off the train, she just yelled out, "Bye, faggot!" And the doors closed. And I was like, oh my God, this is wild.
Do you think she was popular?
This cute little girl, "Bye, faggot." I mean, she sounded like it. She had at least one faggot friend. That's for goddamn sure.
Were you popular in high school?
They were close. That's a hard question to answer. I was not the popular kid, although I was in several positions of leadership at my school, and I think that lots of people. I was notably very funny. I used to often win my school's rap battles, which would come with a level of prestige and popularity. We'd have rap battles pretty much every day at lunch. And I would occasionally go into the rap battle and do my thing. So winning the rap battles gave me a lot of popularity, but I was also gay and the president of the drama club, which is not terribly cool. But again, I was also part of a club called GQ, which was our men's step team, which was very cool. So it was like, it was always up and down for me. Everyone knew who I was, which I guess that might be a version of popularity. Everyone in school didn't know who I was for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
so you guys do the rap battles.
sure.
In my school, we would do the thing where everybody would sing in the lunchroom. Like people would sing and everyone would like gather around them. People would be singing. A lot of times it was Mariah Carey. One Sweet Day was a big song people would sing to, even though it was like old at that point. It was like getting popular again. Also Danny D. Kane stuff. There was this boy named David. Oh my God. David Simpkins. He was part of this like group called 718. And David was so fucking hot. In high school, I would have given anything to fucking drop my brown round on David Simpkins' fucking senior dick. And because he was so hot and he was such a good singer. He was, you know what niggas could sing? It just like gives me everything I need. And David was so fucking hot. And every day at lunch, people would like gather around him and he would sing. And I was like, oh my God, this nigga is so fucking sexy.
What in the Euphoria high did you, girl? This is wild. Also, by the way, I found a study a while back, which you never acknowledged, and I posted on the Patreon that said that drug use is amongst young people is as low as it's like ever been. And you were like, no, Euphoria is showing the truth.
But also some people like posted in your thing that you posted articles, other people posted articles like, well, but that only shows this. And they show, I mean, I'm not saying yours was wrong, but they were saying that it was this old study. And it was also saying the region, how it was regionalized was like weird. But I mean, I don't fucking know. I'm not a damn statistician or whatever the fuck.
My study was from a .gov website. Is from the statistics from the National Bureau of Statistics. 2018, which is 4 years ago. 3 years ago by the time when I posted
No,
it.
you
Probably
posted it
actually.
this year, so it was 4 years ago.
But I don't know. But there is also probably a chance that the numbers have not spiked to peak numbers in the past 4 years. And anyway, that's not the point. That is always your argument. You don't know.
Who were the popular kids in your school? Do you like, who were like the really popular ones, the ones that everyone knew and everyone loved?
Yeah, it's very cool. It was he was a high school bully. He was category is. I was terrified of. By the way, like I heard a rumor that once bought a gun to school, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like,
"It was probably telephone." Terrified. You think he really brought a gun to school?
Terrified. It's probably bleep. Well, let's bleep out his name, because he did end up getting arrested down the line. Like, he's one of the folks who ended up getting arrested and like didn't come back to school, and he was wild. Jamila Carter was also very popular, and We Too was this lesbian at my school who was the one of the drum majors, and the drum majors were like the most popular people in my school. I went to high school when Drumline came out. I was in high school when the movie Drumline came out. I actually went to
the Georgia Dome
to film to be in the audience.
Bitch, when Drumline came out, I was in like elementary.
We discussed this. I am only a few years older than you. No, I am only a few years older than you. So if I was in high school, you were in middle, bitch. We can find out what year Drumline came out right now, honey.
I'm about to tell you.
But anyway, she was one of the drum majors, and I was like, it was 2002. Means I was 12.
Which means I was in sixth grade.
No, if you're 4 years younger than me, and I was in 10th grade, you were in ninth, not
7th.
So but what happened in elementary school? Anyway, she was one of the drum majors, and she was so cool. Like, she was this like out queer person in our school, and in Black communities, typically speaking, sometimes, and I'm not trying to diminish the experiences of sapphic people, but sometimes it is easier for you get more of an acceptance as like a butch lesbian than you do as a feminine gay guy,
for sure.
And
absolutely.
And she was just so cool, so popular, and I've always loved her. I wonder what she's up to these days.
Sometimes I find it goes around to like, if you like I've noticed if you like, not as much as like butch lesbians, but if you're like sometimes if you're like a really, really, really overtly femme guy, gay guy, for some people to love that shit too. And
maybe in New York City, but girl, at my school, rest in peace to Ryan Conrad, who did pass away this past year from COVID. Ryan Conrad was our like resident queer. Like, Ryan Conrad was like gay. Ryan Conrad is the first person I've ever seen with my own eyes in full drag. We had a cross dress day during Spirit Week, and Ryan Conrad came in pageant
the school okayed that. Wow. Progressive.
Well, I mean, everyone did it though. It was kind of like everyone did a cross dress day. Even some of the teachers did a cross dress day. And Ryan was in pageant. I mean, Ryan was in a beaded gown and updo in the school. His drag name was something St. James. I'm trying to remember Ryan's drag name. But big shout out to Ryan Conrad. Rest in peace. I mean, we actually talked a few times back and forth over the phone, over Facebook, about like, what's the audition for Drag Race? Should I audition? And he had a twin too. And for some reason, twins in my school were like even more popular. Like, if you were a twin, like, your popularity shot up even more for some reason.
In my school, I can't remember who was popular. I remember this one girl. Her name was Bailey something. And like there were rumors, because again, I went to school in the city, so a lot of kids, so many different types of kids, right? And then, but this girl, like, she was very Like she was a white woman, but she dressed really grungy, like almost like she looked homeless. And it was like, oh, but like her dad like owns Deer Park. We're like, what do you mean owns Deer Park? Like the city? And like, no, like her dad owns Deer Park Water. So, and we were like, so there was this rumor
You're
that
fully talking
Bailey's
about
dad.
Thorgy. You fully went to high school with Thorgy.
There was like, so that made it cool
It's
that her
pronounced
dad
Thorgy.
that her dad was like super, like her family was like super rich. So I remember Bailey like having a name around the school. Everyone was like, oh my God, her dad owns Deer Park Water. Like, that's crazy. And then there was another person, she was really the most, again, my school had so many different tribes. It wasn't like one person that was like super popular. Like you watch movies like She's All That and all these like high school coming of age films like fucking Can't Hardly Wait. I mean, and I don't remember that being the case in my high school. I also always went to really small schools, so everyone knew each other. Like my high school, my graduating class was like maybe 100 people. In college, my graduating class was 75 people. I've always went to really small schools. So.
Are you sure it was Deer Park? Because Deer Park is owned by Nestle. Now,
I mean,
if that bitch's daddy owned Nestle, that is wild. Also, apparently Nestle is apparently a really problematic company. Apparently,
yeah. I mean, I
apparently Nestle contributes to. Apparently, I mean, you can do your own research. Why is it going? Apparently,
we do take money from Dove ads that Nestle runs.
Nestle owns Dove.
Yes.
Really?
Who owns Dove?
The fracking?
No, Unilever owns Dove. But apparently Dove is a really problematic company, apparently. I mean, I don't know all the research on it, but like apparently they are really contributing to the water shortage around the world. It's like a whole thing.
Well, there's this video on TikTok I saw a long time ago of this woman getting, because she was in Iceland, this American woman. She's like, where do I get water? And they're like, bitch, the river. And she's like, I can't drink this water. And they're like, yes, the river is so pure. And apparently, like the water, the rivers in like Iceland, like just natural springs are so good. Like they don't need like filtration. You can literally just take your fucking canister to a stream in Iceland. And she did it, and the water was like really good apparently. But you can never do that in America.
And do they not have running water? Why don't you just go to the sink?
Because she was obviously they probably amped it up for TikTok, and she was probably like, it was probably like a video for TikTok. I'm sure there's running water, bitch, but they would just make. Bitch,
I was like, bitch, go to your fucking sink.
Speaking of, you posted something on Instagram today. Everyone is tagging me. I haven't had a chance to watch it. I've been like going. What did you mention?
Oh my God, I can tell you what it is. No, I did not mention you. They were like first libraries and now movie theaters. I posted. I said, can we just? I want to watch the new Batman movie, but I do not want to go to a theater. I was like, can we just release the movies straight to film, like so we can watch them at home, to like Amazon or Netflix, like right away. Like we've evolved past this. Like so. By the way, the comments are actually like very split down the middle. The comments are like, some folks are like, absolutely not. I love theaters. Other folks are like, no, seriously. Like it's too much. I'm not paying $75 to watch a movie. But the comments are very down the middle. Adam Lambert has chimed in. Adam Lambert agrees. Mila Jam has chimed in. Mila Jam is like, no. I love going to the movies. Peaches Christ has chimed in. She has said, no, absolutely not.
But I think that if we end up doing that, it's gonna be like when Mulan came on Disney Plus. That shit was $30. You're gonna end up paying more money because the corporations or the movie companies are gonna try to make that money back in some way. So they're not gonna be like for free on the thing.
I'll pay more up front. I'll pay more.
But everyone can't afford $30.
And everyone can't afford the fucking movie theater either. That's the point I'm saying. When movie theaters are not cheap. You think movie theaters are the cheap alternative?
I did not
say that. Is that what you think?
I did not say that, but I'm saying if you, at least when you go to a movie theater, like they're offering you an experience. Bitch, you sitting down on your couch at home, you're not getting an experience. You're paying $30 to sit down on your fucking couch and watch it, as opposed to going to the movies, making a date night, like doing like taking your kids on the weekend. Like it is an experience as opposed to just sitting your ass at home.
Bitch, speak for yourself. I'm having an experience in my home. Speak for yourself, honey. I am having a great experience. I'm loving myself, having fun with a close friend or one of my partners. It is an experience to me. I am living. So folks are like, first libraries, now cinemas. What else do you want to take from us, Bob? There's like a lot of these comments are like, Bob. But this section more split down the middle. Keisha Carr is like, no. There's a famous makeup artist named Ellie Luna who is like, I agree. So it is really lit the internet up on where their stance. I don't want to abolish movie theaters. I think I would.
But you want to abolish libraries?
Release both at the same time, like. I don't actually want to abolish libraries. I've mentioned this. I'm not going into this again. I'm not revisiting libraries.
Because the last time
we're not.
The last time you're like, guys, I do not want to abolish. There's this people on the internet swear I want to abolish libraries. I don't want to abolish libraries. I'm just saying the buildings can be.
What I said is we can use the space more wisely. That is all I'm saying. We can use the space more wisely. We should be looking at systems and where they can improve. That is what we should be doing as a nation.
Well, you are honestly. I've been trying to explain to people about the drag queen. You are one of a kind.
Popular.
You are such a unique situation. I just can't. You're insane.
I'm like relatively unique, but like I'm not like wild. I'm not like in these streets doing something wild and kooky and woohoo. What is so wild about me? You are wild, actually. You are the one that's wild, bitch. You are kooky and nutty as hell.
Okay, let's get back to the topic because they're not going to drag us. Not Bob and Monét talk about the topic for 5 seconds. Who are the popular Rue girls? Who are the popular material girls?
Well, how many girls you want me to name? Like top 10? You want me to try to think of a top 10?
Top 10.
I meant more popular, like among other girls. Like, is there Rue girls who like everyone likes? Everyone gets.
Oh, amongst the girls.
Amongst the girls, who are the popular Rue girls?
Who do all the girls like amongst the girls? You know who, honestly, I think is amongst the girls, like probably the most popular Rue girl that everyone loves, and honestly, I love her too. I've never had a Gottmik. Gottmik is just a very popular Rue girl. Like everyone, not just but celebrities. She did this fucking there's a trend on TikTok where you call people and then immediately hang up. The fact that she called all those people and they all answered was wild.
I'm trying to think. But you also do the thing where you just call girls randomly. So maybe, but you've also on the other side of that you've had the most fight with other girls that I know. I mean, other people have had fights. I just don't know. You had the most fights with other girls, but you also just call people randomly. So that's a thing too with you.
But they're never like major. I've never had any like drag down knock. I mean, I've had a few arguments with a couple of people in my life, but I don't think that I've had these arguments that are like grand, massive fights. I think they're like relatively, it's usually the wares of being on the road together, but never like. I mean, I think that outside of those like just being in close proximity with people for a long time fights, I haven't really had any. Like I don't really have them on the internet. I mean, we had our thing with that one drag queen from Chicago and that one drag queen from Atlanta, but outside of that, we haven't really had I haven't had any big things.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you?
Well, I mean, what's a little juicier? Who are the unpopular girls? No, I'm kidding. That is so. And by unpopular, I mean who are the fucking bitches that nobody likes because they messy and nasty?
I dare you to name one. One of Monet's vodka girls is
girl. What? There's also think of popular.
Orange, you glad I didn't say her name? Orange, you glad I didn't bloody say her name? Orange, you bloody glad I didn't say her name? Anyway,
who are popular gays? Like I feel like popular gays are people like Tom Daly. He's a gay because I feel like Tom Daly is a popular gay guy.
Okay, this is maybe won't be as interesting to everyone listening at home, but I will do this quickly. New York City has popular gays and who are like, Like Rupert Baxter is a popular gay. Rupert Baxter used to work at the Wendy Williams show. It is one of those gays who just
no. William, you about Willie?
He worked at Wendy.
Willie worked at Wendy. Rupert worked at Away, and he worked at Facebook.
I think all worked there, didn't they?
No. Only Willie did.
Yeah. Well, they would all hang out together. I just remember one time they brought me as a group. They brought me these Louboutins that were Wendy Williams's as a gift when I got on Drag Race to one of my shows. It was just like this group of really cool fierce black gay guys who would come to our shows a lot, and they gave me this gift of Wendy Williams Louboutins before as my congratulations gift. Also Kyle. You remember Kyle from Lion King?
Oh my God, Kyle. What's Kyle's last name? Kyle. I
can't remember, but Kyle's one. I don't know if he's still in the Lion King, but Kyle was in Lion King. We used to call him Mariah.
He's doing the tour of. He's doing the tour of Frozen.
Oh really? I can't remember Kyle's last name, but Kyle was one of those folks who.
I don't know his last name either.
We used to call him Mariah Carey because one time me and Kyle almost got into it. Me and Kyle and Pixie. Me and Pixie versus Kyle because it was because Kyle is a Mariah super fan,
die hard,
like y'all,
a lamb,
like a motherfucking lamb. Okay, and then one time, actually, this nigga's a wolf in a lamb
that's about to slaughter Bob.
Yeah, because one time Pixie made a joke about Mariah, and then we were like laughing, and then Kyle was like, "This is not funny. This is not funny. I don't think this is funny."
Was this on stage, or was it y'all were just like hanging out?
On stage. Me and Pixie were on stage, and Pixie, I think, made a joke about Mariah, and then Kyle was like, I don't think this is funny, guys. And then we were like, okay, we're just kidding. And then he was like, he was getting hot. Like, he was hot, and he was like, I'm dead ass serious. This is not funny, and I'm gonna leave if you make another joke about Mariah. And then he was getting like it.
Y'all know that's all Bob needs. So of course Bob probably tripled down.
And Kyle, let me try to explain Kyle. Kyle is like really hot. Kyle is hot. Kyle's probably
very
like
hot.
6 feet tall. He's a light-skinned black guy, a perfect body, and
great body,
and like a beautiful face. Can sing, has kind of a high voice, which is also part of why we called him Mariah. He had a really high voice when he spoke. And by the way, I love Kyle. Me and Kyle's mom still DM on Instagram. Like, I love.
Oh my God, me too. We text.
Yeah,
Sandy.
I love Kyle. I love Kyle's mom, but we did one time have a falling out when Pixie started making fun of me. And Pixie, also, one time Pixie made a joke about Whitney Houston, and this other diehard fan got up and was like he wanted to, like, him and Pixie were like, I mean, scream, like the number was still playing. It was Whitney Houston's "Joy to the World," because what Pixie said was right before the number, she goes, "Well, it's snowing today, so I figured I'd do Whitney." And then she started the number, and this guy was like, immediately got up and started screaming like, "That is no, fuck you."
Oh, because of like cocaine?
Maybe. I didn't pick that up, but maybe that's what she meant. I don't know.
Neither.
Anyway, so we're like, I mean, this guy, so at one point, Pixie and this guy are like, nose to nose, screaming at each other while Joy to the World plays in the background. And then Pixie sort of grabbed the mic and was like, absolutely, this is ridiculous. She went off on this guy, and then he stormed out, and then she goes, and with that, hit it. And then Patrick Kuzara hit play, and it jumped right back in the same spot. And it was a wild night. Yeah, that was a wild night, honey.
But do you relish the fact that you were
love, joy? So what are you saying?
Do you relish in the fact that you were a popular New York City queen?
I do. You know, being a popular New York City queen is actually probably, I always cite it as one of my biggest accomplishments, because it's pretty tough to do, to like make it in New York City as a popular queen with like, it wasn't pre-Instagram, but Instagram wasn't helping. I'll tell you that way. I had like, you know, not that many IG followers, but I really just did it through like beating the streets for 7 years nonstop. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I always take a lot of pride. That's one. I still to this day say that one of my biggest accomplishments was rising to the top of the New York City drag scene, for sure. How about you?
Yeah, I think I do think it is a very big part of my career. I'm very grateful that I was popular in New York City, and I think it made me the queen I am today. I feel like if I didn't have that popular, I mean, I would have still. I'm still Monet. I'm still Kevin, but I think working that hard to get to that point and really, really, really loving my city and really fucking giving it my all when I felt like I had nothing to give. I think fans and friends and supporters see that, and it really makes them love you for their city. And it's nice to go back and people still talk about things that you did in the city that they loved, and how then that adoration. I love that, and I definitely take solace in the fact that I was a popular queen, because not a lot of people can do that. New York City is a hard place to work and do drag, because you fucking worry about doing drag and paying your rent and and getting your car towed, and it's like there's a lot. And I love working in New York City. I'm happy I started my drag in New York and not somewhere else.
Do you want to play a very messy game? This is a very messy game.
What?
You can say no, but once you commit, you got to commit. So, do you want to play a messy game? Yes or no?
I need to know. I can't agree to what it is before. You can't just do. I need to know what it is.
It's part of the game. It's part of the messy game. You have to agree now, and then I'll tell you what the game is. It's part of. Wow. I told you this game was messy from the beginning. It's a very messy game. Do you want to play or not?
Okay. Does it involve only me being messy, or are you part of the messiness? Because what you're not going to do is have me being the messy bitch, and you sitting here like, "Oh, Monet, what happened?"
You can reverse it back on me after I do it to you. I'll do it for 4 rounds to you, and then you can do it for 4 rounds to me.
No, we're alternating.
Messy, we can make it
that is too messy. We're alternating. You are such a messy
one
bitch.
Then one. So one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you want? So do you want to play the game?
Let's do it. What's up?
All right. I'm gonna name 2 drag race girls, and you tell me who is more popular. I'm gonna name 2 drag race girls, and you tell me who's more popular and who's a piece of shit. All right, Plastique Tiara and Kimchi. Who's more popular?
Oh my god! Well, okay. Here's the thing that is a draw. Kim has like so many fucking Instagram followers. Plastique has so many TikTok followers, and Kim has a makeup line. Okay, this is how popular Kimchi is. People are making duplicates of her makeup on Santee Alley. Kim's makeup is so big. They sell fakes of her product on Santee Alley, but Plastique Tiara has fucking like 5 million TikTok followers. So I honestly, genuinely think that's a draw.
Monet, no, we're not playing. There's no draws. Who's more popular, Kimchi or Plastique Tiara, right now?
I'll say Kimchi.
Damn!
You are so extra. You are so extra.
All right, you do me. Go ahead.
Who's more popular? Who's a good one to get you with? Okay. A Violet Chachki or Alaska Thunderfuck?
I'm gonna go with Violet Chachki or Alaska. This is a tough one because Violet is very, very respected in the fashion scene. I mean, she is respected down. In fact, she DM'd me some real shade when I was Instagramming from the Coach show. She was like, second row, fire your publicist. That's literally what she. Like, I want to find the thing she wrote me. I was like, bitch, I am at this show. She's like, second row, not ill, but you
should get her because she posted her being in like the back row something. Oh my God, I should have. I wish I would know that, Bob. You need some of these things so I could be like, you need to send this bitch. Say to her, bitch, 5th row, you should kill yourself.
She said, wait, you're second row? Don't you work for them? Fire your publicist. I was like, but so she is very respected in the fashion world. I mean, her and Mick are just traveling around going to all these fucking fashion. I know. For Fashion Week, Miss Thing is busy. She is busy. But yeah, I think that Alaska is one of the most respected girls in terms of the RuPaul's Drag Race franchise. She's one of the ones that they're all like, oh, she really is that bitch. But I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Miss Violet Chachki. I think Violet has more followers on IG. I think Violet has.
I don't know if that's true. I think it's Alaska.
Also, when we look at Violet's pictures, they consistently get like, well, not that one. Violet has 2 million, Alaska has 1.8. I looked at her. I was like, her pictures always get the most likes. And I saw one. I was like, well, that one didn't get the
So you're saying
but
Violet
it's pretty
Chachki.
common for her to get over 100,000 likes on posts on IG. I'm gonna give this round goes to, in this corner, Violet Chachki.
Okay, work.
All right,
This is
let's
such a
do
messy game.
two more each. Okay, you ready? I told you it was messy. All right, who's more popular, Manila Luzon or Latrice Royale?
Manila Luzon.
Wow, that was so quick. Wow.
Manila for sure.
You really said that. You didn't really linger on that one at all, did you?
And also, y'all chime in below what you guys think too. I'm interested. Okay, I have one for you. V Simone or Gigi Good?
Oh, Simone. So first of all, Simone won Drag Race. Let's just make it that clear. Also, Simone is out here in these streets. Met Gala, late night with Jimmy Kimmel, except RuPaul's hosting instead. She's in this fucking Billy Eichner movie that I auditioned for, got the role I auditioned for, landed that shit. Like, Simone is in these streets letting the sweet taste fool everybody, honey. Easy. Simone better work.
Easy on me, baby.
All right, this is my last one. You ready?
I know exactly what you're gonna do. I know
Me or
exactly
you?
what you're gonna do.
Me or you?
You are so messy. I would say it's you.
Answer the question, Mo.
You have way more Instagram followers. I mean, not Instagram. You have way more. Do you have like what? How much you TikTok?
Yeah,
you have
Instagram.
now?
Yeah, nigga. Yeah, I have way more Instagram, nigga. Yeah.
You do not have way more. You have 1.6. I have 1 million. You have like almost 3 million TikTok followers. You love TikTok.
But I will say this: the girls answer the phone when you call. People do not answer the phone when I call them. People do not. Maybe that's not. Maybe I'm hyperbolizing this and like doing more. But I'd be like, if this bitch did not answer the phone when I fucking called this bitch, why do bitches not answer the phone when I call? Do people always answer the phone when you call?
Well, pretty much.
Call someone right now. Who you gonna call? You and I both pick a Rue girl right now. We both call them, see if they answer. Who you gonna call?
But if we both call them back to back, Bob, it's gonna.
No, different
you know what I mean?
different people.
Oh,
Different
okay.
people.
Call.
No, I'm gonna pick for you. You call. You tell me who to call, and I tell you who to call.
Okay, you. I don't know. Who's on my phone?
I want you to call. I want you to call Brooklyn Heights.
Call Brooklyn. Oh God.
Yeah.
It's just you listen to me.
And
All
just say
right.
you're on the podcast. I just wanted to see if you'd answer. Goodbye.
I know. This is my
Speakerphone.
podcast too. I know how it works, baby. Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Hey, girl.
Hey, Brookie, it's Monet. You're on the podcast. Bob and I, we're playing. We were just calling you because Bob thinks that the girls don't answer when he calls, and I was like, "Well, I love Brooke. I think Brooklyn would answer the phone if I call," and you did.
Yeah. Hi, Bob.
She said,
Hey, how are you? Tell us hey.
He said, "Hey, I have my headphones on, so you can't hear me." He said,
okay.
"Hey, girl."
Hey.
Work. You see, Bob, Brooklyn loves me, honey. Now I'm
so
gonna.
much.
I love you more. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Let's see.
Okay,
Let me go
this
through
is
my-
stressful. I don't want
through
to
my
do this.
Rolodex.
I don't want to play this game. I hate this game. I don't like this
Okay.
game anymore. No one's gonna answer.
How about you call Gigi Good? Since you just dog walked her just now.
Oh God. We don't even talk that often. All right, here we go. Oh God. Oh no. I'm gonna get embarrassed on my own podcast.
I can't hear it
Gigi,
ring.
pick up the phone, bitch.
Oh, okay, here we go. I can hear it. I can
Pick
hear
up
it.
the fucking phone. Do not clown me on this. Do not clown me, Gigi Good. Pick up the fucking phone, bitch. Take a break from doing black hair for 3 seconds and pick up the fucking. Oh my God. I hate. She probably on Crenshaw doing hair right now. This is so shady.
Nigga asked about
I
Gigi Good.
knew. This is
leave your message.
Oh! They never answer the phone for me. That's so shady. I hate this game. I hate it here.
Oh, that is funny, girl.
But I can call 3 in a row. No one will answer the phone. That is so shady.
I did on my latest
I should've
YouTube
called
video.
Peppermint.
I started doing this thing. Okay, here's the thing. I don't know how, Bob. Honestly, again, kudos to you. This is again why I feel, like with your popularity. I started doing YouTube videos. I recorded 2. I was like, I can't. I'm over it. I just don't have the desire. I don't want to do it. Anyway, but in my latest one, I was doing a Get Ready With Me, and I called a bunch of girls, and they all answered when I called.
Must be nice. It must be nice. I'm trying to get like you, my boy.
You trying to get like me, yeah, boy. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, whatever. Listen, Bob, popularity it doesn't mean anything. But when it was a competition, I won.
But also, I feel like whenever I call the girls, I always keep it short. I don't know. You know what? It's not for me to decide why they answer and don't answer when I call. All I know is that I'm doing my part in keeping the communication open.
Who do you think is the most popular, besides RuPaul, who's the most popular judge?
Oh, Michelle. Michelle is huge. Michelle is huge. Yeah. Michelle has more followers than all the other judges besides RuPaul, obviously.
Especially in our hometown of Britain.
Yeah, she's massive in the UK. They fucking love her there. Like they go off for Michelle Visage. So shout out to Michelle. Michelle answers every time I call her. I want to throw that out in the air.
Yeah, Michelle answers when I call her too.
Most famous guest judge on Drag Race.
But Jacob, you're attached to this thing, so Monét can't hear you.
I can hear him.
But I'll repeat it. What'd you say?
I can hear him.
Oh, you can hear Jacob? Right, go ahead, Jacob.
Yeah. The most
popular guest judge on Drag Race has been.
Oh,
I want to say Nikki.
Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga.
Oh yeah, Gaga is more popular than Nikki for sure.
Yeah, I did this thing a while back where I was like, we're picking the general for the gay army. That's actually a really fun thing on Twitter. I should probably do it again soon. And Lady Gaga, it came down to Gaga versus Nikki, and Gaga edged Nikki out. Oh, that sounds hot. No, and Gaga edged Nikki out. And then when we came to picking the lesbian general,
Queen Latifah.
it was
Ellen.
Who was? No, it was Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah won by like it was her versus one other person by like a. Yeah, it was Queen Latifah versus AOC. It was down to the fucking wire, and Queen Latifah beat AOC.
Well, why was AOC on the lesbian army?
I mean, why is Lady Gaga over the gay army? I mean,
because she's a gay icon. People love gay. She's like a gay icon. I don't think is AOC like a lesbian icon.
So what happened was, yes, she is. I found this out. Kennedy told me that AOC is a lesbian icon. I was like, oh no, she's not. Bitch, AOC crushed everyone she went up against except Queen Latifah.
Really?
Everyone I put AOC up against, she pummeled them into the ground.
Interesting.
Y'all can go back and find the tweet. I don't know how to find an old tweet, but it was very wild. And AOC was, and her and Queen Latifah were neck and neck. It was like splitting hairs.
My ends aren't split,
but Queen Latifah won. This is a very interesting piece. Is it glued down?
No.
Is it really not? Let me see. This is glued down. You can't get away with not gluing this down. Show me. You cannot get away with not gluing this one down. That's not possible. Not this one. Oh my God.
The magic of Edward Scissorhands.
Wig?
Edward Scissorhands, girl. This is
that old Jennifer Hudson wig you used to make. This is the old Jennifer Hudson wig you was working on back in the day. Finally come to light.
Can you tell the story before we go? Can you tell the story before we go over time? It's my favorite.
So Monét came over to my apartment when I was living on the Upper West Side, and we were just like working. We were like, let's just hang out and like work on drag stuff. So I was like making an outfit. Monét was like, I'm gonna style a wig. So Monét brings over the only kitty cat. I mean, like Monét's like, I'm gonna style. It is like short. It's shorter than the one she has on right now. It is a very short wig. So Monét's like, oh, I'm doing this Jennifer Hudson number. I want to start doing this Jennifer Hudson number because everyone always tells Monét she's like Jennifer Hudson back in the day. So Monét starts styling the wig. And we have been sitting in my apartment for, I think, 2 hours. Monet's just been fingering this wig and like combing it.
It was more
for
than
2 hours.
It was like 4 hours, Bob.
Just spraying hairspray in it, combing it, blow drying it. When I tell you all, this wig looked exactly how she brought it to my house. At one point, I looked over and I said, "What have you done to this wig?" And then Monet goes, "Bitch, I don't know." And we both busted out laughing. I mean, this wig. When I tell you nothing about this wig changed, I mean nothing about this wig changed at all.
Honestly,
so I always think about Monet styling that wig in my apartment.
Honestly, that was the first day that was the first time I tried working on hair, and that's the first, I also gave up. I was like, I will never be good at hair, and I was like, I am good. I don't need to be doing hair. Yeah,
I can't style hair, but I can stack it. Stacking hair for me is a lot easier than styling it. So I can like pull my hair up in a bun, then put a thing on it, then put another thing, and like make a bun or something. But I can, girl, Gloria Divina, Edward Scissorhands, Carlos the Uber driver, y'all are out here truly working magic.
Marco's
y'all
wigs.
are truly out here. Yeah, Marco's wigs. Y'all are really out here. I mean, these people are fucking magicians. Getting hair to do what you want it to do is beyond me. And shout out to y'all.
Yeah,
Trillion, I need y'all.
Yeah. Maybe we can do a Patreon exclusive where we're talking about like our favorite wigs, like 3 of our favorite wigs, and like I can bring mine into frame to show.
Well, you
people.
did your wig wardrobe. I have to go like get mine out of
Okay,
storage.
we don't have to do it now. We can do it another time.
Actually, no, I have some here. I can do. You know what? So we will see y'all on Patreon exclusive, and I will go grab my 3 favorite wigs. And you'll grab your 3 faves?
Yeah, let's do it.
Work. All right, see y'all soon.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. See you on Patreon.
Woo!